Hey guys, I'm going to show you 7 businesses a car guy can start. So if you're looking for a career change, a new business venture, or just another way to make some extra money, keep watching. One of these businesses is totally free to start. Another one requires a couple of grand and a bit of kit. Another one will see you drive everything from Corsas to Prestige to Supercars. And one of these businesses is a business I absolutely hate. If you enjoy the video, why not leave me a comment in the section below telling me which one of these 7 you'd choose to do and which one you'd hate to do. The top comment will win a Flipping Cars hat and t-shirt. And if you want some more ideas, I've created a free ebook. Simply follow the link in the description below, submit your email address and I'll fire the ebook straight over to you. It contains even more businesses for car guys to start. Hope you enjoy. So opportunity number 1 is PDR specialist, paintless dent removal. Now, every car dealer needs to make their cars retail ready before selling them on to the public. So we use paintless dent removal, PDR specialists, to come along and remove the dinks and dents from the cars. Now, they're not going to remove any sort of paint scuffs and scratches, although if it's moppable, if they can mop it out, they more than likely will do that for us as well. But getting into the PDR business is a great way to make some money, but it's not as easy as it looks. Using the tools, which for instance may go down in between the window, in between gaps or areas where we can actually get into the panels, are quite difficult to manipulate the actual skin of the car. I've been on a course myself, it is not the easiest thing to do, but we also do glue pulling as well. So for instance, we may attach a plastic PDR glue pulling bit of equipment, attach the rest of the kit to it, and pull the dent out of the vehicle. But it's not as easy as it seems. It does take more effort than that. For instance, glue pulling often takes several attempts to get the dent out. And when we're using the PDR tools, it really is quite a challenging job. Here's a little video of one of the guys I use doing a little bit of PDR. As you can see, it's quite an in-depth job and it takes a keen eye, but the cost to entry is very low. You only need to do the training course and then buy the equipment, which doesn't cost that much for a decent bit of kit. But the key part lies in experience. It takes time and effort to learn how to do this correctly. So you've got to invest a bit of time in doing this job to get the skill set necessary to become good at it. And you might find doing freebies for local dealerships will get you in for the door and get you the experience and the practice needed to get to a good level. And it's a profitable business. You can charge decent money to bring cars up to standard. And if you go to a dealership, he may have 10, 20, 30 cars that need doing. So you can multiply your income for your day's work. It's a cracking job. It's great to get into. That's number 1 on my list of businesses a car guy can start. Business opportunity number 2, that is the car jockey. Now this is going to attract quite a few comments, I would suggest, on this video. It can be a really, really good and profitable business, but it depends how you play it. A lot of the franchises and car auctions, if you work direct for them, will pay you peanuts. You get absolutely no money for it. You'd also have to factor in making your way to collect the vehicle, and then once you've dropped it off, your way back. So if you're going to become a car jockey, maybe look at doing it from the perspective of employing people to do it. You can do that with them on a self-employed basis, so you source the work. Or if you do it yourself, work for some of the specialist companies like mine, for instance, where we pay a proper amount of money to the drivers and cover travelling expenses, because some companies won't pay the car jockey's travelling expenses, but there's a low barrier to entry. Of course, you need a clean driving licence. Of course, you need your car jockey insurance and you need some trade plates. You also need a keen eye in this game as well, because you'll be doing inspections on the vehicles when you pick them up and when you drop them off, because there are some people, if you don't spot something, will take that up with you and claim against you, making the job not worthwhile doing for yourself. So opportunity number 2 can be really easy to get into, can be profitable, but you need to make sure you do it right. Maybe subsidise the work with some of the franchise and auction drops next to your premium drops. Build up relationships with decent companies who are prepared to pay proper amounts per mile. So car jockey is a good opportunity, but you've got to like driving, you've got to like sitting in traffic, and you've got to like long hours. It can be a difficult job to be involved with, but it can make you some decent money. Just another thought there as well. Look for some more of the quirky jobs, the long runs, the to and from hard to reach places. You can charge a premium for these, you can make more money, and it might be worth looking at taking on a recovery truck as well. So instead of just plate driving, you take a recovery truck and transport the vehicles. Yes, it's going to cost you more money to set up, but you can take on different amounts of work. So whether it's a recovery truck or a trailer, look at the options around those as well. So opportunity number 2, the car jockey. Next opportunity on the list is the carbon clean DPF regen opportunity. This is a great one to get into. Plenty of money to be made in this, and it's dead easy to market it too. So it's obviously going to apply to our diesel vehicles, and you're going to need to invest a couple of grand because you need 2 pieces of kit. You're going to need yourself a decent diagnostic bit of equipment so you can carry out the forced regen. When you do this as well, it kicks out all sorts of acrid smoke. If you saw my video, the smelly, mouldy, sooty van, this one here, it will show you how we did a carbon clean and a DPF regen to get rid of the engine management light, to get the DPF unblocked, unclogged. The carbon clean equipment costs you around about £1,000, and the solution you buy that goes in there is really cheap and it lasts for a long time. One of these bits of kit is worth its weight in gold as well. This one here cost me about £1,500. They go up to £5,000, £6,000, £7,000 and even more, and they go down in price as well, so you can buy them cheaper. So doing DPF regens and carbon cleans is a great way to make money. Think about all the builders on the roads with their white vans and the DPFs getting clogged. Think about all the moms doing the short school runs, blocking those DPFs. It puts the engine management light on and they need to get it done. You can tie in the regen with the carbon clean. You don't necessarily need to do that unless it becomes really blocked, but it's a great upsell, isn't it? It's a great thing. You can factor in the 2 for one price, can't you? Make it worthwhile for someone. This is a cool business to get into. This is a good business to get into. You do need a good understanding of mechanics though, because you're going to be doing a carbon clean. It's not complicated, very easy job to do. And you're going to do a forced regen, but you're going to need to understand your mechanics. So it's not for the amateur. But this video is businesses for the car guy. So hopefully you have an idea, if you're a car guy, about the engine on a diesel car. So opportunity number 3, DPF regens, carbon cleaning. A profitable business to get into. The next business you can consider starting is a detailing and valeting business. Now this is a good business for those who like a bit of hard work. This is the one I hate. This is the one I detest doing. I haven't got the patience to go around a full car and mop it. So I only ever mop when necessary, so there's some light scratching or scuffing, and I'll do my best to make it look a lot better. But I haven't got a keen eye for detail. I don't like spending hours going around the car, but some people do. So it's a great business for those people who love washing down their cars and bringing them up to a good standard. Now, you could specialise in doing things like upholstery repair. Lots of car dealers need people who can come round, mop vehicles and do repairs. You might specialise in plastic trim repair or restoration. So there's many different jobs you can look at doing around valeting and detailing. There's lots of opportunity. It's easy to market, plenty of dealers out there. You can even go to businesses and offer your service for a day or 2 that week once every 2 or 3 months. So you can go into a big business and say, who wants their car valeted whilst they work? And you can earn your money that way. There's plenty of opportunity for detailers and car valeters out there. The job that I dislike the most. There's a lot of companies out there who specialise in detailing cars. So, low barrier to entry, you don't need a lot of equipment, but you do need some experience in it. Look at the little things like I mentioned that you could specialise in as well. Another great opportunity for the car guy. We're over halfway through 7 businesses a car guy can start. Before we continue, remember I have a free ebook with even more suggestions. So if you aren't enjoying these ones so far, simply look at the link in the description, put your email address in, and I'll send all those opportunities over to you free of charge. There's no cost whatsoever. And why not leave me a comment in the section below if you would do any of the jobs mentioned so far. Righto. Next on the list, you want something for free. You don't want to pay any money to start the business. What can you do as a car guy? Social media influencer or car vlogger? Why not get your camera? Why not get your phone and do some YouTube? Do some Instagram content. It's free to start and you can monetize with Google AdSense for your YouTube channel or through partnerships with your Instagram. I've been reached out by people, for instance, who have sold dash cams and have asked me to do reviews on these products. I don't do reviews on products, it's not my thing, but if you want a small business, you could do that. I appreciate you're going to say, I've got no followers yet, I haven't started this yet. It does not matter. You have to start somewhere. It's easy to grow a social media channel if you put some time and effort into it. Now, consistency is the key. Yes, I am guilty. I am not always consistent, but I do have hundreds of videos out there and hundreds of posts on my Instagram. So I do make the effort. It can be a little bit time consuming, but it's good fun to do. So here's a few ideas of what you could vlog about or become an influencer in. You could look at car shows. You could do reviews on each episode, especially if you're a big fan of maybe like the Grand Tour or Top Gear or something. Check out Facebook for all the different groups. There's so many different groups about car meets, car mods, car shows, exhibitions, and that sort of thing. Classic cars, supercars, you name it, there's everything on there. Get involved in a group or start a group and blog, vlog, or become an influencer in that field. You could vlog, blog, or take photos of other influencers across social media. So who do you follow? It could be something like Lord Aleem, Tom Hartley, or Amari if you like your supercars. If you like your modded cars, your professional modded cars, it could be something like Deranged, Urban, or Khan. If you like your YouTube stuff, it could be the Drift Queen, Queen Bee, or even Calvin's Car Diaries, or something like that. Who do you follow on social media that you enjoy? You could blog, vlog, or become an influencer in that topic. The field is wide open, isn't it? And you could monetize it with things like Google AdSense or with other things like paid reviews of products for companies out there. Or why not put affiliate links in there, advertising different products, or create your own merchandise, your t-shirts and your caps that you could sell as well. That's business opportunity number 5 for the car guy. I'm really enjoying doing this video, guys. Remember, there's a link in the description below where you can click that and get the free ebook, 7 businesses a car guy can start, plus there's loads of bonus other ideas in there. If you're enjoying the video, whilst you're here, give it a thumbs up and why not subscribe? It's totally free after all. Let's crack on. The next business opportunity, window tinting. It's got a low barrier to entry. It doesn't cost a lot to set up and the training isn't too difficult. It's very easy to market and the profit can be really good. You could go even further and look into car wrapping, but that's another level, and again that is a lot more harder than simply window tinting. There are some good businesses about doing this with good social media profiles. Think about it, if you can tint some windows on some decent looking cars, you've got yourself instant social media content that will help you grow the business. Post that on your Facebook page, post that on your Instagram, and people will come to you wanting window tinting. Now, it varies in price depending on the quality. You can do this as a mobile business as well. You don't need to take on a unit to set it up. So it's entirely up to you how you go about setting this business up. But it's a great business for the car guy who hasn't got a lot of money, who wants to start in a new business venture. A nice, quick, simple, easy business to get into. You can go on single day training courses to learn the basics, the basic fundamentals of window tinting. Make sure you keep it legal though, guys. No over tinting front windows or windscreens. It is illegal after all, but you can make a car look a lot better with a bit of window tinting, and people do buy this service. Dead easy to get into, and that is business venture number 6. And last on the list of business ventures for the car guy is, of course, flipping cars. It had to be, didn't it? Buying and selling cars for a profit. Not just the car that you own, but buying stock purely to sell. Now, I started this business back on my driveway 5 years ago and have incrementally grown the business to sell over £10 million worth of cars every single year. And it keeps on growing. Now, the naysayers will say to us, Chris, it is dead easy. You buy a car, you advertise the car. It's as simple as that. If it was that easy, we would all be doing it. No one would have a job, and we would all just go to the auctions or buy from our other locations and make money, wouldn't we? But there is so much more to it than that, isn't there? What cars should you buy? How much do you need to start with? What products do you need to sign up to trade properly as a car dealer? Can you offer finance? How do you offer finance? Do you need to provide a warranty? Who should you use for your warranty? What happens when it all goes wrong? When someone you have sold a car to, it breaks down. What are their rights and what are your responsibilities? All these questions are answered in my Flipping Cars training course. There is a link also in the description below to my Patreon, where you can sign up to the training and get all these answers straight away. It's a fantastic course to get involved with, and I will help you source car stock. There's never been a better time to buy cars to retail on. And don't forget, you can always go to flippingbuddy.co.uk and have a look what cars are at auction at trade price. We show the cars from British Car Auctions, Aston Bartley and Mannheim. It's a great place for the potential car flipper to start. The great thing about this business is there is an entry level for absolutely everyone, isn't there? Maybe you will just go and buy cheap cars to make a smallish profit on and have that business as a bit of fun, a bit of pin money, a bit of extra cash in your back pocket. You might have a decent budget and fancy selling some mid to high value cars. You might want prestige, classic cars or supercars if you're absolutely minted as well, might you? But this business has the potential to make you a decent living or additional income. But there are so many pitfalls and you must do it right. I know many people who will do this and pretend they are a private seller when selling that car. That's wrong, that's illegal. When you end up in court, you won't have a leg to stand on. So it's important you do it right, and that's what the Flipping Cars training course is all about. I might have mentioned as well, there is a free ebook for people looking for other ventures if you are a car guy or car girl. There's a link below. Click that, submit your email, and I'll send that to you. Remember, give it a thumbs up, like, and why not leave me a comment below. What business venture would you choose out of all the ones I've mentioned so far? Which one would you rather not do? And have you got any other ideas that I can add to the ebook? I've put these 7 plus some bonus ideas in that ebook for you. But let's keep adding to it. Let's grow it. Let's see how many we can come up with between us. Thanks for watching. Quite a long video. I've enjoyed doing it. I hope you enjoyed it too. Speak to you soon.